Afternoon. How's everybody doing?
We are.
Today is
We are
just
peachy.
a relaxing day, chit chat or whatnot. Bring subjects up as we all see fit, including the chat. We can do questions at times, but we're not going to devote the entire time to questions.
Okay, it's up.
So it's up.
Yeah, there's a delay. It's like a 10-second delay half the time.
Really?
Yeah.
So I've been talking to myself.
Kind of. It's all
Well,
right.
I'm a little lonely sometimes.
Um, King, you got a little competition. The baby's grandson got an 8 ball
Uh-oh.
for Christmas.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Be
You're gonna,
manifesting that shit.
oh, yeah. I got this from my sister. It says, manifest that shit. And that's what I'm hoping to do in 2024.
Mhm.
And there goes
It'll be
Schneider.
an interesting year.
It's going to be a very nice one. Well, 2024, you're looking at 8 of abundance, 8 of prosperity, infinity. So it should be very interesting.
All I
You
can
know,
say is that can has pretty much had it already. That they've been kicking down the road.
yeah, but I know my Schneider manifested better. As soon as you got on live, that's when he started barking.
Really?
Yeah, and he's outside.
See,
All right,
chasing the Amazon guys.
all right. Keep going. I'll
Uh,
be right there. I'm going to bring him in.
Okay.
okay.
I speak Snyder.
I don't. I hear Snyder.
Yeah. Well, he just kind of grunts and grunts back at me, but it's okay. He doesn't like
Well,
to
at
talk.
least you know he's there.
So hopefully everyone had a nice holiday. Uneventful.
Yeah, well, mine was definitely uneventful.
Well, I mean, no major bad things. How's that?
Well, it's still uneventful.
Dragonfly got the trophy today for first
She
one.
did. Yes, indeed.
And it was funny. I actually had a kind of weird dream as far as these fours went.
Hmm.
It was kind of odd, but it was fours and fours and fours in my little nap I had. I have no idea what it means, but it's like I dreamed. I don't always dream, so it was fun. I'm glad I got it. And
Excellent.
my wife, my daughter got her this little sign, and it says, "Now realize my wife got this from her daughter," and it says, "My gas kills small children." And there's a little gas mask on a person there.
Should be
Does
mammal.
It
her
was given to me. That's all I'm saying.
does her daughter have any kids?
No. The
Oh,
struggles.
there you
Just
go.
so
You're
you
not going
know,
to have any kid. You're not going to have any grandkids then.
it's not just the struggles I deal with the big kids. That's all I'm saying.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, it was a it was a nice Christmas. I hope everybody did and had a great Christmas and sent pink love and light before you entered the family gatherings just to make it all nice and happy. Um, I've been sick since last Friday or Wednesday,
Yeah,
so
we've been struggling. Yeah.
still a little struggle, but getting better. But we did manage to all get together, and it was a fun day, even though it didn't feel like Christmas. A lot of people I've been talking to said they don't feel the Christmas, but they had to feel like they had to be in the motion of it. So I don't know what were you guys feeling the same thing?
No,
I'm
I
gonna
was
try and
not feeling
I don't know if I
Christmassy at all.
can upload that up, but
Yeah, working over.
hospitalized. I'm sorry, hospitalized small children, not killed.
What?
Hospitalized. It's great.
Mm-mm. Go lay down. He
Uh,
wants to die.
I have been just something I've been diving the J, as far as where Jay comes from. Hebrew, different languages. I've been deep diving that. Just dumb things that I'm doing, but it's kind of interesting. The actual J, not in the English language, but the actual J in other languages, especially Judaism or the Jewish religion, doesn't actually come around until late 1500s. So how did the term Jews get in the Bible? So
Well, I had always thought that it came from Judea. That tribe that came from Judea.
right, but that's actually was pronounced Judea. There was no
Judea,
J.
right,
Yeah.
right,
Same
right.
with Yeshua. It wasn't Jeshua.
Yeah.
But and I'm trying to work on the pronunciation of these letters also, because that seems to be very important with the energy and learning the letters. Anyway, that's just something I'm doing.
Yeah. Just don't forget the phlegm.
No, lots.
I can't do it.
And I'm loaded up for Toth just in case he comes in.
Yeah. So are we going to call you Yay?
Pardon me?
Or are we going to call
Yay.
you
Yay.
Yay. Hey, yay. Yay.
Or is
instead
it
of J?
Ayay? I don't know yet. Ayay.
I don't know, but if the J came when the Y came, then it's Yay.
It's yay.
Yay.
Or
No, if you flip
is
it
the
back.
other is the Y-I long? I don't know. We're gonna have to see.
Well, yeah, we're going to have to take a look
Yep.
because who is it? Who's it? Kanye West, who is Jesus now? So he's not
Formerly
even
known
doing
as
the
Conway West. I don't know. Hi, Jen.
Kanye.
She's in the chat.
I don't
Is
know.
Jen on there? Hey, Jen, come on over.
Pop in and say hi.
Red Rover, Red Rover.
Did you freeze, Dennis? Your coffee mug's in front of your face.
I must
Just
have
staying.
frozen. Can you
His
hear me now?
picture froze. Yeah.
Can you hear
And
me now?
I got something.
I'm in. I'm in another dimension right now, so
I got
I'll be
something
back, I'll be
interesting
back
that.
as soon as I can.
Okay.
Leave a beep
You
at the
froze
message.
too.
I
Uh-oh.
got something interesting.
My whole
I think
screen just went.
I think I might have mentioned it. I don't remember if I mentioned on the chat here, but Peg sent me this picture, and I'd seen it years ago, and it wasn't Egypt; it was just pyramids, but they had like buildings on top of it. And I remember that picture from a few years back, and that might be something of a dive. In other words, a lot of those things back then were etching. They were pre-photographs, or photography, if you will. Might be interesting to deep dive something along that nature of these. How true are these etchings? I mean, they're we take them as, well, that's what it was, and that's how it was drawn. But it literally was two pyramids with kind of like a building on top of it. And it didn't look decorative. It really looked like the formation was like a building because it wasn't uniform. So it was pretty cool.
Well, you showed that to me, and we were
Yep.
trying to deep dive it if it was the river in Egypt or a lake.
Right.
And also, I think part of a picture showed almost like Native American Indians.
Yeah,
Cool.
like natives. It was odd. But I mean, that brings up the subject of a lot of these old pictures that we see in some of the old books. Sometimes that's all we have to go on. Are these accurate representations? Just for shits and giggles, a little bit of fun, if you will.
Okay. Well, I think
You notice I disappeared again.
I see
Oh,
that.
hey, where are you?
Is that
I'm
a
still
beard?
here.
Is that a trunk?
I'm still here, but I disappeared in another dimension, I guess.
And you became Tutankhamun.
Come
I
on.
see.
Yeah, I've gone back in time.
Tutankhamun.
You had to get Ham in there somewhere.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
okay,
and
so go ahead.
The other thing I wanted to maybe talk about sometime later down the road is we always talk about the lost tribes. Are they really lost? Were they killed
Were
off?
they really tribes?
Were they really tribes? We know them. We have them under one lineage,
Yeah.
the 12 tribes, but yet we have 10 lost tribes, roughly 10, arguably.
Well, actually, there's 13, I think.
13.
Well, but that's what I'm getting at. Were these part of this whole cabalish thing? And speaking of cabal, Janet Usbard,
Reno?
who did follow the cabal,
Yeah.
she died. She's dead. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they killed her on the Christmas Eve.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you. I'm
Are
gonna
we
ask
sure
that.
that actually happened, or is that just
That's what we
rumors?
should check.
Well, the video that was posted on her was actually her partner, and
Right.
it was an intimate partner. I'm kind of getting that it actually was true. It like her, and I just kind of asked, but her vibration of her partner, and I think they were on rocky times regardless, but I'm not getting anything nefarious on that. But that's an interesting topic to bring up. But then again, that could bring some kind of attention.
Repercussion. Repercussion. Yeah, because they also said that Mel Gibson is in hiding now, and I don't know if that's true or not. Well, I will check.
Well, I might be able to get that because that's a spiritual. war.
Okay, what is her name?
Not just physical. Janet
Osbard.
Beard. Bard. I don't know.
Osbard. Oh, okay.
Aard.
So we just did redneckness just to get her name. Osbard. Can you get out of your little pyramid there,
Speaking
Dennis?
of rednecks, where is Jen?
I thought she was listening. Yes, Janet Osbard.
Yeah, she was in a troubled spot. She
has her
this,
soul.
Yeah, this feels her. Could outside influences have done something to this? Yes, but I'm not getting nefarious. This all feels self.
Well, yeah, I just asked if Janet left her physical body, and I got a yes. Now I'm going to ask is she in hiding?
All right, let's see what Dennis got.
What you get?
He has his pendulum or what?
Well, I was looking at the babies, and she's got Janine Morjo got that she was just taking a break, but let's find out from the pendulum.
Okay.
Well, that's what I want to say, because if she's in hiding, maybe she's protected by off-worlders. Because
who's in hiding?
What's her name?
Osbeard.
Oh,
Janet Osbeard is Janet
she's gone
in protective hiding.
I'm getting she's still alive.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, I'm not. I'm getting of this timeline, guys. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm. We're going to be in the past. Maybe
she is past.
Right, but maybe the two. Maybe we're really not supposed to know, and maybe that's what will help keep
WP
her interest of what she did alive, if you will. So maybe
could be, but if I usually get a leave it alone, I'll get both hands, and I'm not. I'm just getting a definite no. She's not.
Yeah, I'm stretching it. I'm trying to give her some love there. Yeah.
We're giving her love and peace, and
it must be this timeline, because I'm getting yes on both the pendulum and.
So she is gone.
No.
Well, I got she's gone.
She's in witness protection.
Hold on. Let's try it again.
Is what I'm getting. And it may be just this timeline.
In this timeline.
Yeah, and of course you know that I'm no longer in your dimension. So.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you're not in this timeline, so your answers are going to be
different. That's right. I'm in a different dimension now. I see.
If that's like a beard, or if that's a tree trunk on your screen. I'm trying to figure that out.
I think he's in Middle Earth, and that's like the roots coming.
Oh,
Jen says cards say off world.
That's what I thought, but it was telling me no.
I got dead. Over.
All right, that leads me to a question that I had.
Here, hold on a minute. Let me drag you into this timeline, will you please?
Okay.
Are you which timeline are you liking?
Was that a Jewish word?
Oh my God! Now I know where you're at. Am I
On
still
a
on
lighter note,
the lighter? I think you're going to have to check out and come back in. I don't know.
Well, what's
if I
your
do that,
you were
I
gonna
might
bring
end up
us
having
into
to
this?
throw you two off. I don't know.
We're
Can we
waiting
try
on you.
that?
You were going to do something.
No, I was going to ask
No.
a question, but he told me, hold on.
I did.
Yeah.
Hold
were
on. I'll
bringing
pull
us
you,
into your
I'll pull you
dimension.
in. I'll
There
pull
we
you
go.
into this timeline.
Pulled in. Well, I pulled you all in. Let me go out and come back in and see if that works
Oh, shoot.
Let's see.
Hold on one second.
without dropping everybody.
All right. Well, then I'll do my question and let's
Okay.
see.
Do your question.
I'm thinking, okay, since New Gaia, he's off. Since New Gaia is ready, are there any people on there or souls on there now?
Getting a soft yes, but it's not it's not physical.
Okay,
It
so
doesn't feel physical.
is it us coming back? Oh, he's back.
Shock face. And there's the beard or the tree trunk.
Oh, I would have left it. But did you bring us anything? Any souvenirs from where you were?
No.
Yeah.
No
I
souvenirs.
went to
No
I went
soup
to Shop
for
Law, and
you.
all I got was this shirt. Okay.
All I got was the shirt. Yeah. So that was my question. My question was, are there any person or soul living on New Mama Gaia?
And keep an eye on your room, Dennis, just in case Jen wants to hop in.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll keep an eye on my screen because if I keep an eye on my room, I won't see her.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I
That's
said,
manifesting.
I'm still getting a yes on this, but it's not how we perceive it.
Okay, so is it that like we're bouncing from here to there, just trying it out?
Yeah, temperance, time, relax. It almost feels like okay, we have time here. There's
Yeah.
not time there.
Yeah.
And I guess there has to be a balance somewhere in between. I don't.
You know, I am definitely on a delay. Like, that's why.
All right, I guess Bets wanted us to lift up the spirits here, so I'll put a joke in there.
Okay. But you didn't see my
Plain
thing
one.
about comment
Plain
about
one.
my wife's sticker?
There may be kids
Um,
present.
Yeah, I visited the Jehovah Witnesses, and all they wanted me to tell them were knock knock jokes.
Nice. Nice. I like it. Oh, and you know what? I actually did a site. The people that live near my parents, I asked if they're going to keep me posted if a fruitcake actually has hit the neighborhood, just in case, because I think my dad's floating out there somewhere.
Wow, so NASA, first they do Santa, and then they do a flying fruitcake. This is pretty cool.
Yes, fruitcake.
And then the second part of that is, do you know what prize the Jehovah Witness got this year?
Oh no, do tell.
Nobel.
Nobel.
All right, here we go. Ah!
It's terrible. I mean, that was like
I should have stuck with the doc.
very terrible. Yeah, you should you got to know
Hi,
when to
Roy.
quit. You just can't, can't keep going. All right, I have an interesting question.
Okay.
Everyone seemed to have a fairly calm Christmas, fairly, without the emotional traumas, fairly. I mean,
Okay.
I've heard some stories, but it seemed like a very calm Christmas. I'd like to ask, is there going to be a Christmas next year? Let's just ask that.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I'm getting a yes.
So you're going on this timeline. Don't forget, King.
I'm getting a
Yeah,
yes on
well,
this
you
too.
know.
Um,
on my own
will it be? And then I want to know will this be a time of strife?
Well,
What, you mean this
we
year
asked-
or
Next Christmas?
okay?
will it be a time of strife?
Yeah, like in other words, a little bit harder.
Well, I want to ask if it's going to continue to be on December 25th, or are they going to change the date?
I get strife, yes.
Yeah, I'm getting mixed messages, but it just popped in. Thought I'd ask it.
Yes.
And you're asking what, Nadia? Is it on?
Is it going to be on a different date than the 25th, December 25th?
I'm actually not getting an answer on that.
No answer.
Yeah.
It's not moving.
Let's see. Let's call upon the pendulum on that.
Doesn't want to answer it.
I'm not
Let's
getting
see.
anything.
Hmm.
That's probably why I felt no, but my hand said yes on Christmas. But so I thought maybe they'll move the date.
I am getting no on December 25th being Christmas next year. The
Okay.
date going to be moved.
Mhm. Curious. Wonder if we flip to Orthodox. Who knows?
I'm
Yeah,
getting it.
in certain instances, like I said, I was getting strife, very depressive. But on the other hand, I was kind of getting kind of like now, but not as pleasant.
Hey,
It
King,
just seems like there's two things.
Yeah.
can you see if it's going to be? I know this is going to sound crazy, but 9/11.
I was just thinking, I'm getting a yes. Let's see what the pendulum says.
Are you frozen, Jay? No.
I was looking at something. I apologize. Am I moving?
Now you
No,
are.
you're not. Now you are.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Well, everybody's looking.
9/11. You're saying
I am getting yes on 9/11.
So are we going to wait for gold standard on 9/11?
Gold standard
standard?
should be before then.
What does it
We're
have to do
already-
with Christmas?
Basically, we're already on the gold standard.
Yeah. What does it have to do with Christmas? Nothing. What does it have to do with the original reason for 9/11 was they were supposed to make it gold standard back then.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well, we got 9/11.
giving you a Nadia there.
Back
Yeah. You can have it, Jay. I'm done with that.
Hard pass. Hard pass.
Oh
I
yeah.
have a handful of people that I talk to. That's it.
It's not the warranty
Yes.
company.
I just don't understand it. The only other thing maybe that I was kind of that wasn't that. Okay, we seen Janine Morgeau's taking a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
whatever.
she's saying.
No.
is
She
Janine
was
taking
talking
a break?
about
No.
Janet. She was
Janet.
talking about Janet.
Janet.
She said-
Oh, okay.
She
I'm sorry.
pulled cards.
Okay. What kind of cards? Oh, that was in my dream too. I was pulling cards on that. There were no
Were you
cards.
flinging
There were
them?
cards, but there were no cards. I was pulling cards for myself, and it was laughable. It was ridiculous, but it was still fun. But no, there was something else about oh, hold on. I think I wrote it down. Go ahead. Let me do this for a moment.
Okay. Well, that was something that I was getting. Also, they were talking about Iraq is trying to connect with the BREC system. You guys know about the BREC system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if Iraq joins the BREC system, then the people holding Iraqi dinars will have their money go from 0.0007 cents to $3 for every one of their dollars. So if they join, that's when everything's going to start changing, I feel.
I'm not finding it. I must have.
Are you talking about Brick?
No.
His tarot reading. I don't know.
Oh,
If anybody has any questions, go ahead and put it on the chat.
No, and the only other thing I wanted to just kind of throw out there, if you don't mind,
Mm-hmm.
but really beware of the people talking about channeled messages from Jesus and Yeshua. Please, please, if you can't feel the energy, even though it may sound wonderful, a lot of these are not channeled
Well,
messages from Yeshua.
the only thing we could say is just use discernment. That's the
Right.
only thing we can
Now,
say.
there's
Whether
people,
you believe it or not, it's
Right.
it's what resonates with you. Just make sure you're not resonating for hope, but
Right.
make sure you're resonating in your gut. Does that feel true?
right?
Test the
Because
spirit.
there was two I listened to that I never saw before,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a long show, and I only needed about 15 minutes to realize this is bullshit. And got 70,000 subscribers. There's one that got 233,000, and the
Mhm.
views were huge. I'm just saying there's people out there that are getting this. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's just
I
one of
really like Lady. I think it's Lady in the Forest or Lady in the Woods 444, and she is getting beautiful messages. And before we start that question, Dennis, I just want to say, right after Christmas, there's this beautiful freshness in the air at night.
Mm.
And I've also talked to some other people who was, and not in this area, but in other areas, feeling a calm, a freshness, a joy.
I'll agree with that.
I also asked, why am I so sick? And I heard my spiritual side said, look, and I looked at the moon and it was dark clouds. And all of a sudden it opened up and there was this beautiful illuminated moon. It wasn't a full moon yet on the 25th, I think it was. And it was almost like, this is a gift. You guys are getting your gift.
Mhm.
And I've been feeling that last night also. I looked up and the stars and Jupiter were following me like normal. And it was almost like all right, guys, you put your work in it now, you're going to reap the benefits. Good things are coming now. What do you guys feel about that?
Dennis, you want to go first?
No, go.
Okay, I'll go. Now I'll say yes to that. I had a similar experience. I was trying to feel the emotion of it, and it felt like things that come, good tidings, brief but joyous, wonder. Like when I came out of this dream about my fours, I was excited. I mean, I was like, hey, who can I tell? Who can I call? I don't talk to this person. I got to talk to somebody. You know what I mean? It was just one of those things, but it was very exciting. So I will agree with what you were stating. It feels temporary, feels brief. But again, perception.
Yeah, but it also probably feels that, okay, we're going to see ugly. We're going to get news. Sure. I mean, we're already getting news of people passing.
Right.
In Brazil, my mom's side of the family, or we're getting these strokes or aneurysms or heart, infarctions. So it's probably a calmness before the storm, saying you're going to be okay. You're going to see ugly around you, but stay faith-based. Keep your frequency up, keep your vibration up. You can feel the emotion, then move on. You can't. That's the thing that it's testing us right now to see how strong we've put the work in.
Yeah, and
let it go. Let it go.
For the 3D side, that can't wait for the money system to change. Can't wait for all these things. You really don't know what you're asking for, and you're getting into, because there's going to be an ugly period that comes with that, and the ones that are cheering it on aren't prepared. So it's one of those things. Always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. But let's get back to the questions, if we don't mind. I'm sorry. I just want to throw that out there, because I keep seeing people cheering this shit coming on. Careful what you wish for. That's all. You'll make it through it, but faith is right. You got to have faith to get through this if you're not prepared.
Yep. Okay.
There we go.
The baby has an 8-year-old grandchild and is still wetting the bed. Question number 1: is she a starseed?
We already talked about that. She is definitely.
Is it the same grandchild.
Now, what causes the what? I mean, do you want me to do that in a medical aspect while they're looking spiritually? I can do that. There's a couple reasons why an 8-year-old would continue. One, if they're growing too fast, their bladders are super small.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that you gotta make sure, limit the drinking before bed, hours before bedtime.
Yeah, I'm getting that the bladder is still developing.
Yes. Second thing, if there are arguments or fear in the house, they internalize it. So when they're sleeping, their subconscious is open, and that makes them release it also. So that's the medical and psychological aspect of it. Do you guys have anything else on your side?
Other than what I just said.
I got nothing. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm going to say more. If she's growing, her bladder hasn't caught up yet.
I mean, I thought do we have another question in there, Dennis?
I'm looking.
Okay. Well, here's
Meanwhile,
one of the things I was kind of getting the other day, and it kind of makes sense. All right, if we've got two worlds merging, okay, it feels like our world is shrinking. We're not going to see any difference. Do you know what I mean? Our perception, or we're not going to see a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like there's this, we're condensing somewhat. I didn't ask questions on this. I just thought I'd throw it out there. What do you guys think? Yes or no?
I've been hearing expanding, not
well,
condensing.
and again, perception. So we
I think it's condensing to you, Jay, because probably a lot more stuff is coming through, seeping through news. I mean, okay, once you're done with that, I have another question.
Okay, I got to go yes on that. It is my perception.
It's a perception. Okay.
Let me see if it's spiritual, though. Is it spiritual?
Yeah, I'm getting expanding.
So both perceptions, nice.
Yeah,
I'll be neutral.
In my timeline, it's expanding. So,
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's so funny, because I'm going to be neutral, and that was one of my questions.
Well, maybe if I'm expanding, things are looking smaller. It just did say it's my perception.
Perception,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
And Dennis got expanding, and that's his perception. Now I got neutrality, and that's my perception, because, as we're raising our frequency, we're supposed to go through neutrality. And this is one of my struggles that I had this week. We're supposed to go to neutrality. However, I saw an analogy somebody showed. If she's pushing a jar off the table, are you just supposed to be neutral and just accept it, whatever happens, if it stays on the table or falls, and don't take a side? Or do you stop it and cause resistance so that jar doesn't fall over? Where does neutrality fall in?
can we be like the charmed ones and freeze it from falling?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
this definitely isn't like cats or dicks videos. This is, this isn't a cat pushing the jar off the table. This is
this is the analogy. So so from that analogy, you see the war that's happening in the Middle East, and you're supposed to be neutral. I'm neutral. I have to be neutral. Now you also see, and because of the Mercury retrograde and because of the test we're being tested, I'm also seeing thousands upon thousands of Mexicans trying to come across the border. These are the images I'm seeing on both my dad's TV and my mom's TV. And I'm supposed to take a neutral step. Am I in the right perspective of just being neutral and watching it as it goes? Or am I supposed to take a polarity, take a side, and voice that truth?
Okay. What you're talking about is this 3D world.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bottom line that. So where do you want to be? That's the way I look at it. It's hard straddling. I lean always towards spirituality. The earthly stuff, which I usually say shit, it's a shit show. So we already know that that's going to happen. As far as I'm not neutral. I'm neutral to me is spirituality, so I choose to go that way. I choose not to recognize what's going on in the world. I know what's going on in the world, but it doesn't affect me by any means.
Yeah, as long as you know what's going on, but you take a neutral side, you pray for the world, you pray for the people on both sides. That's where I was neutral.
Okay.
And spirituality, yeah, when you raise your frequency higher, you have to surpass neutrality to go to unconditional love, to go to joy, to peace, enlightenment. So for me, it was one of my things of saying, am I, you have to question everything. And when you're going in within yourself, you question yourself also. So,
Dennis?
is he frozen?
No, he's there. What are you feeling on that?
So, am I doing
I'm
the right
like-
thing within myself?
You
And,
you are like balanced. You are neutral. I do
Okay.
the same thing. I look at things in the world that are going on, but they don't control them. They don't control my life.
Yeah.
I just use them as timelines, basically.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. There's sometimes I still pray for the world, but what's going to happen is going to happen. So my
Yeah.
prayers may not affect anything. So I don't as much any longer. I just accept that this is the way that things are to come. That doesn't necessarily mean if I see wrong right next to me, hello, that I won't say.
I mean, she needed to run away. She needed
Hi.
to
How are you guys?
I sent Jen the link just in case she needed to hide or get away.
I thought I'd pop in and say hi. I'm enjoying the show.
Thanks. So, did you
I'm
hear the
enjoying
question that I
disappearing.
was? Jen, did you hear the question that I was trying to present? Is it like we pray for comfort to console people? I mean, that's something we should do, but as an individual, we look within ourselves to alleviate the struggles of, am I doing what's right? Is it okay for me to be neutral in things that we see in the world?
Oh, absolutely. Well, yeah, you can stay neutral at any time. I look at neutral as a safe zone to me because we don't have all the answers. We can do the best we can, advise people, love on people. We don't have the answers, but Yeshua does, the creator does. And that's the direction I would always swing and pray for them and ask the angels to come in and comfort them because sometimes that's all you can do. Staying neutral it's a safe thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because first of all, we don't want our egos to get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And there are
Sent
people
mine on
that don't always
vacation.
take our advice and, have to learn on their own. But yeah, I mean, you can stay neutral. I would just pray. Praying is not neutral. Yeah.
No, praying is not neutral, but we're looking for a better outcome. We're looking for consoling the living, the survivors, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not pushing one side or the other. And sometimes that to other people of the social norm is like you're heartless or you don't understand what's going on.
No, I just I do. I don't try to stay neutral in this. I always push the creator thing, regardless if they believe or not. It's up to them whether they choose to follow it or not. But I say, well, I'm praying for you, and then actually pray with them. If they say, no, I don't want you to, then I just don't. But I go off on my own and say a prayer for them because I don't ever not push the creator because that is my source, and I will always be that way. I don't think you're heartless. People are just going to have to understand that,
But
that's
I
the
know
only
how
answer
she feels.
sometimes.
I know how she feels. It's not that you're heartless. It's not that you're ignoring it. It's just maybe you're not affected by it. Like I choose not to be affected by it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean you're heartless? No. It's just this is what we've been dealt. We're all going through our own contracts, our own journey. My influence isn't going to influence anyone else's journey.
Well, I had to learn a long time ago too, because I took on everybody's problems and it was killing me, literally. And I just couldn't do it anymore. So now even the other side of Jen will come out like, what do you want me to do about it?
Yeah.
I am not your aunt. What do you want me to do? I can't do anything. I'm not Jesus. So that's what I tell people.
What's
Yeah.
that movie? The Adjustment Bureau.
Yeah.
The timelines
But
going
in a
different ways.
requisition. Yeah.
Need a hat and a fixer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think I told you guys the story once that I was at a gas station and clerk was telling me his problems with his mom. Since then, she has passed. But I just asked him if it's okay if I pray with you. I moved over to the side, waiting for him to take care of another customer.
Mhm.
And the other customer said, no, I'd like to pray with you guys too.
That's beautiful.
Hi, Louise. Marissa.
And the three of us, we did do a prayer together. And it was funny because when we left, you felt the energy change in that gas station. And I know that customer that was behind me is like, I want to tell you have a blessed day, but I already know you're blessed. So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was beautiful. But those are strangers, and we could still pray.
Of course.
Oh yeah, yeah. In fact, I get more read off of strangers than people I know. I really do
Yeah.
because I'm so used to their energy, and most of their energy is 3D. So I'm not. It's hard for me.
Well,
to pick
believe
up.
it or not, they pick up on our energy as well. Some people are just really drawn to us and they can see light and
Oh, and I
Yeah.
mean that's for everyone in the chat too. Like if you're of that vibration,
yeah.
That's funny that you brought that up because I wanted it to be spiritually led, and that's where we got into the segue.
Mhm.
I did write some stuff about raising vibrational frequency, and if you are a high vibrating soul, they see your light. So children, animals come to you. Also, you have strangers that walk up to me actually in a store and just start talking. Jen, are you frozen?
oh,
I don't
Next
talk to
next time
strangers.
we get together, I just got to remember to scream out "stranger danger" when you approach me. Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Are you warning yourself, us?
And then just like I'm in Walmart, like stranger danger. I think.
Yeah,
Jen's
but they'll
frozen.
come up and they'll start
Jen's
talking.
frozen,
And,
I'm lagging.
There she
yeah,
is.
yeah, there she is. She's
You're moving.
unfrozen. You're unfrozen.
It's
Even a surprise pop up and she gets frozen.
hold on. My internet dropped, which is very normal recently. We only have internet like a couple of hours of the day most of the time. So
Yeah, last couple of days our TVs have been jumping and freezing. Last
Yeah,
couple
that's
of
really
days, I'm
weird.
kind of putting it up to everyone got their
All right,
new
we're gonna
toys
get.
open and everything's connected to that damn internet. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Why do you
maybe
need
that's why I'm lagging. I don't know.
a toy that has to connect to the internet? I don't know.
We're gonna
I don't
get
let it
Dennis's
bother
first
me.
shock face. We're gonna get Dennis's first shock face of the show.
I already gave that.
Oh,
yeah, when I
didn't-
came on here, he
You
was
weren't
shocked.
paying
What?
attention.
I have actually been walking away from my phone and my internet. I think my iPad actually said, "Are you okay?
You don't want to
Don't
jump in the
worry.
pool today?
Should I call Med Alert?" Or, it said you only used 6% of this week, and I'm going, "Wow, this is pretty cool."
I
So
want to know where you went.
Do we want to go on to Dragonfly's question?
Sure. Oh, sure. I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, back at the farm,
Looney Farm.
Dragonfly
The loony
is
bin.
asking, did her mama leave her messages in her Bible?
I'm
Is that a
getting-
ma-
Say yes to that, but I don't know what messages.
I'm curious to know if she scribbled on the side margins.
it just feels more hard to me. Like the message is, you know how sometimes you're there and you're thinking about something. If you just open up that Bible and not think and not read, just kind of be, I call it 0 point, where you're not thinking of anything. Maybe those messages will come. That's what it feels like. It feels like intention, heartfelt, trying to reach out, but maybe that's the tool. I don't know. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe the message is if she opened the Bible, it goes to the page that she needs to see it.
Mhm.
And that's the spiritual message that she needed to get.
I keep thinking that if she was a note taker, like my grandmother, all the side margins were always filled in because she wrote little things. If she did that, I would check those out. But I agree with Nadia because I have my grandmother's Bible And if I need to communicate, I'm not, because I don't always use tarot, I use other forms.
Mhm.
I will bring out that Bible and it'll open to where I need to hear a message from the creator or a family one, a loved one. I would
Mhm.
do that. Yeah, I keep getting that she wrote in the margins, and I would pay attention to those. Ask Spirit to open it up and pay attention to what she wrote.
Yeah.
Those are very key messages.
She said yes, she did.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have your cards done?
I do. Y'all gonna make me work, aren't you?
I didn't know if you
No.
were planning on using.
No, you don't need to
No,
work.
you're
if you
just
don't want
sitting and joining us on our chat. This is
Yep.
awesome.
I'm
This is
working
just
planning
fun
a
time.
birthday party.
Hmm.
to. Well, my birthday's not until June, so you got plenty of time.
Well, it takes a long time, okay? No, this little man, he's a big boy. He's gonna be big boy Friday.
It'll be
So
big
Oh,
Friday.
is he?
Big Boy
Big boy.
Friday.
yeah.
So, what's his theme?
Construction vehicles, like Rocco
Mm.
told me early this morning. He said anything with wheels,
Mhm.
that's the
Really?
theme.
Wow. He's
That's
done with
right.
Spider-Man, huh?
Yeah, well, he likes Spider-Man, but this year it is all about beep beeps, is what he calls them. So,
Nice.
trucks, cars, tractors, because we're in the country and he sees tractors everywhere about farm equipment, stuff
And
like that.
let's be honest, they're huge where you're
Yeah.
at. Okay, they're not
Yes.
like little things. They're
Oh,
huge.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We've gotten to know quite a few of our farming neighbors because he is not bashful about running out into the yard when they drive by on the tractor because they go so slow.
Mhm.
And he's like, wait, stop.
Oh
And
my God.
he wants to look at the tractor. So, yeah, I mean, it's nothing that now the neighbors have gotten to know if they're going up and down. If it's not freezing cold, then
Yeah.
he gets to look at all kinds of equipment.
Peg's question.
Yes.
Okay.
She
go
saw a
ahead.
video about the veil thinning, and she said the veil is our flesh, which resonated with her, wondering
Right.
what the round table feels.
I was going to say it's more along the lines of consciousness and subconscious, but
Yeah,
That-
that's what I get.
Agreed.
Yeah, and the veil probably thinning is also the decalcifying of the pineal gland.
or my hair.
Yeah, these are the biggest deceptions.
Decalcifying?
No, it's thinning.
These two things are the biggest deceivers.
Yep.
That's your heart. Your eyes will lie to you. Your eyes will make you believe. So yeah, is it part of the flesh? In so many respects, yes, but there is a veil,
hmm
and that's why we're growing spiritually. You have to break through that veil with the spiritualness of it, in my opinion.
I think there's a computerized electronic AI version as well.
Mhm.
I mean, you
Oh,
could
yeah.
put it into different categories. So there's like AI, and that's what messes with these eyes that are very deceiving. And I talked to Jay this morning about a dream that I had last night. In my dream, everything's crystal clear. I can see what I need to see, and it's accurate. I felt great. But I physically woke up and got up in the middle of the night. And as I'm walking, it's almost like everything's in a grid pattern and it felt fake. And I literally had my hands out because it didn't seem real. And it was like moving in waves. It's just weird. So, and I'm getting the feeling that it's me waking up to what's real, what's not. And what we're in right now is half illusion. I really believe that.
Great.
Well, that's the tough part to believe because I've always been saying, this matrix, but how much of it is us at a waking state or a sleeping state? When we're sleeping, are we awake? When we're awake, are we sleeping?
Yeah.
So, I mean, can you imagine one day and you are spiritually awake and it's just white, just like in the Matrix?
Yeah.
There is no image.
Yeah. And I thought it was weird enough just seeing spirit and hearing spirit. I thought that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see them all, but I see enough. They allow me to see what I can handle right now, and now they're slowly adding to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's while we're on this thing though, do you know your pineal gland is not right here in the on the front of your forehead? It's not. So just to let you guys know, if you put your finger where your ears are, and then you put your finger there, right where they cross through your skull is where your pineal gland really is.
Maybe your pineal gland that small. Just saying.
I didn't say it was small.
No,
I'm just
This is
saying.
why I'm always
Mine-
pushing up my
mine's this
glasses.
thick.
It's right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, mine's
exactly.
thick.
So where it crosses in your brain is where your pineal gland actually is.
Okay, my nephew.
My nephews lied to my sister when she was dying and told her she was having a heart procedure. Did she know she was dying?
Towards the very, very end, yes.
They do. They know.
I believe all souls do.
Hmm. They do because isn't it like they see loved ones who've passed on before come to visit them
Yeah.
to get them prepared and ready.
When
Oh,
my
yeah.
when my mother died, we had to wake her up out of a medically induced coma because no one wanted to make the decision. She was on life support, but she just couldn't speak. Nothing worked right. And I asked her, I said, "Do you want us to remove the tube?" And she nodded yes. And I said, "Do you understand what that means?" And she said yes. And this was a woman who always feared death. And me and my big mouth, I was very blunt, 30 people in the room. And I said, "Mom, you're going to die." And she's like,
I've had it with you kids.
well, yeah, pretty
There you
much.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe right towards the end, they do definitely know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're surrounded by loved ones. Roy, does my healing come from my mother's family ancestry? Does that gift? I'm getting a yes.
I'm getting a yes, but this is more within him.
Yes,
I don't feel any strong
I agree.
To the mother?
healers. I think people had moments or they were regarded as a healer. Roy, this is all about you, not someone in your past. You got to just have faith and believe. That's all.
Yeah, but maybe it was like when a baby comes down or a soul comes down, and she probably gave him a little insight.
Hey, it's a stork. It's a stork. A stork. A stork brings those babies. Just
Yeah, well, I didn't
Stork.
say. I didn't give
stork.
the details.
No, for me it was a sloth.
It took a long time for you to come, huh?
Yep.
I think healing can come from both sides of the family. It just may manifest itself more in a maternal side. Yeah.
What you got? Did I mention how wonderful the little pity was for me today?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you did actually.
But I'm gonna tell the chat. This is how
You
the big heads. They're always thinking of me. They're always thinking of me. And it's been raining all day. And
Caring is sharing.
yes, and the small pity, she decided to poop inside, so I wouldn't have to go out in the rain and clean up the poop. So I always thinking of me. I mean, it's just really nice of her, but I just thought I'd throw it out there to break the
Well,
silence.
it's nice that she was not flinging it.
Yes.
I was going to say she left it closer so you don't have to walk as far if you need to fling.
Yes.
It was thoughtful.
Yes. Entertaining.
Hello.
Thank you.
She didn't want you to get wet.
Louise, my dream Christmas Eve was of Yeshua walking me out of a storm into the light. Was that a personal message, or was it for the collective?
Well, I'd say it sounds very personal unless you saw a lot of other spirit around you.
Jen, before you got on, I don't know if you were listening, but I was talking about other people also feeling that calm, not in a dream, but just going outside in the evening.
Mhm.
There was calmness, comfort.
Yeah.
And I wonder if this is also similar to it.
I think around here it's been extremely quiet, like unusually quiet. I know
Yeah.
it's, holiday season, everybody's kind of in their own homes, but even right before Christmas, everything got really quiet. It almost seemed like it slowed down. It's like time is slowing. What we know as time is slowing down.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The answer to this question to me is showing both personal and collective.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got to agree with Dennis on that.
I agree too.
It was really more for her and whatever she thinks was part. I think whatever the collective part is going to come to the collective. It's not necessarily for her to deliver
Right.
the collective. If that
She
makes
could be a messenger for the
Yes.
collective.
Yeah, that
that's
could be.
that's why you asked the question.
True.
Like the message is given to you and you deliver the message.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeshua
hear
would
that.
just is letting me know to let you guys know, hey, we're coming out of this storm. The
Mm.
light is there. We're coming out of that darkness.
Yeah.
So
And also, I think all
What?
of us in the collective is getting the messages the way we're perceiving it. We're all getting that calmness.
Exactly. If
Yeah.
you see
But I like
galactic,
this.
you're gonna get
I like the
galactic.
ring.
If you see God, you're going to get God. If you see Gaia, you're going to get Gaia.
Hmm. Yeah, it's been foggy here too. We've had fog right before. Was it before Christmas? Terrible fog.
yeah, it's like pea soup around here. Yeah.
Mary Jean, I have been having pains in my head at the top of my crown. Could it be stuck energy?
It could be, or it's just opening up. Your crown chakra can be opening. And I associate that with the pineal gland too. When that starts to decalcify, you'll get a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
headaches.
Oh yeah,
And that's
Yeah,
it's
a lot.
got
spirituality.
that last week.
Yeah, it's spirituality.
Yes, she needs to meditate more. It's the crown chakra is not open all the way.
Yeah. But I don't think energy gets stuck. It'll find a way to go. I just think it's trying to open it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
knows
it might
its
go
way
out your
out.
ears.
That's a good thing.
It knows its way out, but it depends on if it's been, opened or not. The self-realization, actually, that's what that is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, if your crown is stuck or clogged up, it might go out in your ears. So
Adjust
find
your
its way.
crown, Mary Jean.
No, actually, you'll
I'm
feel
the
like you have
drawer.
pressure.
I'm the drawer opener. It's one of my jobs.
Well,
see.
guys, I'm going to go. I've got back to my littles. I have to blow
Thanks
up
for
150
Popping in,
balloons.
Jen.
150
150?
is
they
Is the
do have
compressor
tank.
hooked up?
the
Tank,
compressor,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
They're
gonna say.
called. Well, I have a teenager. She's got
Uh-huh.
enough hot air.
Good luck for
Their
that.
mother is going to do the majority.
Oops.
Okay.
And I would let Lee do it, but that air comes out the wrong end, and I don't want to get into that. So
I understand.
That would be a fun game. Pop the balloon. What was for dinner?
Wow, it sounds like you've played this before.
okay, remind me never to ask Nadia what are good potty,
Go ahead,
party
guess.
games
Ready?
for.
ahead,
Yeah,
guess.
they're not potty games for
Potty game.
yeah,
Yes,
for your-
that's
yeah.
what that is. That's what that
Do you
Okay.
is.
have like those portable potty chairs for the kids and put them all in
Yeah.
a circle and play
Hey,
musical chairs?
Would we say free energy? Come on.
Free energy. There
Wow.
you go.
Yeah, methane was not exactly on the top of my list for that, but okay. Well, guys, I'll be listening. You
All right,
guys
sweetie.
enjoy.
It was
I'm
fun.
enjoying
I'm
this
glad
Happy
you
now.
birthday to
joined us.
everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, I will.
Uh-oh. Yeah, let little man come in. Let's wish him a happy
He's-
birthday.
He's doing this. Yeah.
He's still on sugar from Christmas,
Mhm.
probably.
Well, actually, they're not eating too much sugar. It's just excitement. It's just the
Yeah.
energy. So, yeah.
I'm
All
a lot
right.
more excited
love
It
you.
was
than
fun.
usual.
Yeah, Dennis, if you want to send me the link, you can. I can pop in and say hi.
Okay.
Unless
That's
he
good.
doesn't
Thought
want me
maybe
to.
you
That's
wanted
all right.
to ignore us for a week or two. So
Yeah,
you know.
that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ignoring us. Yeah. Oh, there's Lee.
Yep.
Hey.
Hey, Lee.
Bend down. I can't see you.
Hi.
Hi, you scared
Hi.
me off the camera.
You scared Rocco right out of the screen.
Wow.
Okay.
I see how it is.
All right, guys. I love you.
All right. Love
Okay,
you.
Lava, you
Bye.
too. Bye.
See you the next time we see you.
All righty.
All right, Roy. Are my past Maori ancestry his spirit guides?
Maori, is that the tribe?
Yes,
Ancestry, my spirit.
that's a tribe from New Zealand.
Yeah, I heard a yes. Let me check my hands. Spirit guides.
Yeah, I'm getting a yes.
Yeah, but there's somebody else too.
Yeah, there is.
It's not just one, but it seems
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah, there's two of them.
yeah, it seems like now that we're in the ascension part, all spirit guide, all shamans are merging. You're going to be remembering even your past lives of when you were a healer. It will start merging. So I think that you may have two, maybe a little more than two.
Yeah, I'm getting three.
Yeah. But they're going to start coming in anyway. It depends on what you did in your past lives, right?
Yep. I think we lost Jay. I don't know.
Yep, he'll be back. I think he probably got another gift.
Oh, okay. You have probably.
All right.
Might have been his. All right. On the 29th, it will be 50 years since my mother has passed. Does she have any messages for me that I need to know? Please and thank you. Well, I can't do messages.
Ooh, Jen just left.
I know. Let's see if I can get if she has a message or not. Yeah, I'm getting she has a message, but I don't know what it is.
Check if you can that she is with her, or she's watching a watcher. Is she a watcher or is she a guide? You okay, Jay?
Yeah, it was like a Jacob Marley noise in the other room. I just want to make sure nothing was there.
I'm getting protection. I'm getting it with her, watching over. As for the full message, I don't know.
Mary, are you not talking to somebody or angry with somebody? There's something you need to let go. So if you can write on there if that resonated with you. All right. No, I'm okay.
If you guys don't mind, I'd like to give away a ounce American Eagle at some
Ooh,
point
Sure.
for just to start the new year off.
We can do that
we can
now if
figure
you
out a
want.
way. Well, we can figure out a way
okay.
to do it.
All right, so that's Mary's answer. She's having a problem.
Okay.
I was getting forgiveness, Mary. You guys have to just go ahead and do forgiveness. Let it go, because that's what I got.
But anyway, if we could figure out a way how to give us away, how to do it, the whole bit.
We can do what we did like last year on Katrina's and come up with a number or
Okay.
a music thing.
Yeah, I mean, we'll start off the new year. I mean, we don't have to do it on this show. I just wanted to kind of prep it.
Let's do that on Friday. How's that?
Okay.
Or
Everybody think of a New Year's resolution or something. I don't know.
Oh, I like it. I like it. You know, my New Year's resolution is, I'm serious about this.
No resolution.
Not a 1, 0, zip, nothing.
Yep.
That's my New Year's resolution.
Oh,
It's
I mean, this
the
is
same
no.
every year.
Actually, it's not because of, but health. Just starting to move more, have more movement. Since we've been deep diving and everything like that, us sitting and researching, I'm like, wow, I really need to walk more now. So it's not the New Year resolution. This is something I'm going to be working on.
Yeah, but I actually do nothing. I don't believe in them.
Yeah, I used to have that, you know how we say expectations totally ruins emotions. So I used to do the whole house cleaning and get everything all look perky and happy, and I'm like, whatever. Let the new year come in.
Question from Katrina.
Ooh.
She did a reading for 2024 and got the most beautiful reading. Can you confirm that this reading was accurate?
It I have it just came in my head like it's free will. So for example, if your reading said you'll win the lottery but you don't play the lottery, you're not going to win the lottery.
Yeah.
So it depends on what the intention is. I'm happy you got a beautiful reading, and that's what looking forward to.
Right. I got a straight yes. It doesn't feel like there was anything.
I got the
It was
same.
just a beautiful reading. It doesn't feel like of self. It doesn't feel like material. It was a very beautiful reading.
Yep.
So I got a straight yes to it. So I
As
think
did
Roy
I.
had a question or two in the
Did he?
previously.
Well, we did one. We did the
Okay.
Maori.
Yeah, we did. You stepped out.
Okay.
And then there's that King of Cups. I thought your name was Michael, but heard Jen say Dennis. Dennis answers to anybody, right, George?
Yeah.
Don't call him late for dinner. Either. That's also my middle name.
Late for dinner.
Yeah, don't call me late for dinner.
Okay.
Don't call me Shirley. Well, that's Dennis. I'm
And
sorry.
also, like Jay would be called Joe, but he's still Jay too, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Jay,
just Nadia.
Very few people call me Joey, but they do Rocco. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I answer. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I was called anything and everything. I was Natalie, Naomi, any N letter name. That's who they thought I was, and I'll be like, yeah.
Felice
Nadia.
Nadia.
Ooh,
Felice
Felice
Phyllis.
Nadia.
Just
Love
so
it.
you know, I did sing that.
Phyllis.
Just wasn't in Walmart. And
Phyllis
I don't have a middle
Nadia.
name. It's zero. I don't have a middle name.
The baby would like to know what's with the fog all over.
Oh, we talked about that one time. I asked you that question, but I think it's stuff happening above that wasn't for us. But I also feel that we are in very weird weather right now. I was mentioning to King before off air that I noticed on one day that the temperature was 52 degrees from Chicago all the way through the Middle East was 52 degrees at the same time.
Yeah.
And 52 equals 7, which was divine. So I thought that was pretty cool.
It's man manipulated weather.
Well,
It's
I think that's also the byproduct of man manipulating the weather.
Yeah.
If they're manipulating it somewhere else, it has to go. The natural course is being forced somewhere else. You can't mess with one thing and not have a consequence. And I think that's why some of the consequences have been so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me check my coffee page just in case, since I haven't done that yet.
I mean, we did not have a white Christmas. We had a wet Christmas.
Yeah, it was 58 degrees here.
Well, it was white
Yeah.
for us. It was all foggy.
I think we had fog the day before that.
Yeah. We haven't had fog. Today's kind of dreary, but it's been, spitting rain all day. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Question from Caroline. Is the dizziness she feels from her body changing? She checked her blood pressure and it was normal.
Yeah. I just like I think it was a Mary Jane. It's a pressure of it not going through the crown chakra.
Yeah, and let's not forget, when we go through spiritual changes, shit happens. Everyone's different.
Mhm.
It could be headaches, it could be dizziness, it could be lightheadedness, it could be heart palpitations, all kind of
Oh yeah. Oh
weird
yeah.
shit. Everyone's
I mean,
different.
I think that's what I'm going through. Hopefully, is
Mm.
ascension. But like right now, as we're speaking, my ears are like super clogged. I mean, it feels like someone's got their hands like that. But usually, that kind of pressure, it's almost like a ballooning because it's or a pressure cooker.
Balloony or baloney?
Ballooning.
Ballooning.
Like,
Okay.
Ballooning.
Like, I was like, baloney. Okay.
it's baloney. I tell you,
Maybe
baloney.
my ears have pressure and I don't know it.
Roy would like to know. So, are some of my spiritual guides on my white side of my family? I'm
gonna hope
assuming
that's
that
the last
white
name.
is
Yes.
yeah,
I
last
get,
name.
I think that's the last name.
I get yes, and it's a one. One is yes.
Yeah.
From the family, not one guide, just one from the family. And that kind of actually brings up, okay, early on, my mother was one of my guides. She was always there. And I think sometimes that's easier to make your transition spiritually. You know, that you have a family member helping guide you towards those angels, towards those higher spirits.
Yeah, my ancestors are watchers.
Yeah, just it's been my experience. Maybe, I don't buy when everyone, like you'll see videos, what your guides want you to know. Sorry, that's like, but wait, there's more. I'm sorry, that's just clickbait for me, for people. And I think you have a transition of family, and I've heard a few other people say it. I feel like family. It does. At least it was for me. I'm sure it's different from everybody, but that's a transition. Now my mom's gone. Every once in a while, I get a quick pop in, but she's no longer a guide.
Yeah, I'm getting one from the white side.
Yeah, that's what I got. Do we want to see if it's male or female? Let's see.
Female.
I don't know if we're getting a violent live chat members. They're all talking about how to light a fire, start a fire.
Maybe the ones in the
Dryer
fire
lint
pit. I'm getting female.
Yeah, I got female.
What cotton balls with Vaseline.
Yeah, Vaseline. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, dryer lint with Vaseline.
Yep. Steel wool with a battery. That actually works damn good. It's surprising. Like you put a 9-volt battery on steel wool.
Did you ever put the 9-volt on your tongue?
Yes. Who hasn't?
Oh yeah,
That was like an initiation as a
That's like
child.
a rite of
it was
passage.
shocking. Roy, King of Cups. I thought your name was Michael, but heard Jen say Dennis. My actual name is Dennis Michael. There you have it.
It's very
I go
common
by-
in the South for the middle name to be the name being used also. At least
Yep.
for traditional South.
Well, in the North, it was traditional for when you were in trouble. You got both names being.
Yeah, you got
Yelled
the full
out.
name. Yeah.
The level. If you're really in trouble, you get all three of your names, your last name
I have
included.
I have two. That's it. No middle name.
Yeah, DHP says my name is Kang.
Okay.
Kang.
Kang. Let's see. Pitbull won't go outside. She acts like she is scared from Dragonfly.
I actually remember, speaking of batteries, I remember one of the older kids doing something with the battery. Like you stuck the battery, I don't know which one, on the end of the television antenna.
Oh.
And one end was open and then you touched your tongue to it. Apparently it was a much greater jolt.
Yeah. I think
I don't know
that's
how true it was, but there's not too many TV antennas out there. But I can remember
probably-
young kid, these older dudes, and like they were like, well, they were mad because it hurt.
yeah,
Like
well,
heck.
not too many kids who live to tell about it. What the hell? Yeah.
My greatest shock was putting a fork inside the electric outlet
My brother did that. We call it the bozo fort because it was bozo on the end. Luckily, that
Nice.
plastic saved his life.
I didn't have the Bozo, but I did have the Batman and Robin one.
Did
I
you?
wanted,
He had,
I wanted the Bozo one. I really did.
actually, I went to an antique and I found it, and we wrapped it up for Christmas one year for him.
Roy, I just started doing pendulum to others. Is it going well?
Okay, 4 others, I'm assuming. 4,
I'm assuming
not
4 others.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2 now. Yeah, 4.
can hit him on the head with it. Let's see. Is it going well? How is Roy's pendulum reading for others?
I'm getting you doing
getting
good,
you-
but you need
yeah.
a little bit more practice.
Yeah, and I think we mentioned before, try and pull your ego out of it so you're not influencing it. And the other thing is, since you're doing it for others, you can't want a good answer for the people. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
You don't want to influence it that way either.
Well,
but
that's ego.
yes, that's ego also. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like there's times where I early on I'd hear someone say something, I'm like, oh, I hope so for them. And you can't do that. You really got to be.
But I'm feeling he has pure joy when he's doing it.
Well, that's a good
Yeah,
sign.
I
yeah.
gotta agree. I was just gonna go into that. He's
I can feel it, the joy he has.
Feels right. The only other thing I
Yeah.
would mention to you, Roy, is like when you're doing cards, when you're doing spirituality, if you have a guide present, usually you'll feel something. Like I get vibration. Sometimes I get hair pressure,
Yeah.
chills. When you're reading, notice these things about your body when you're doing the pendulum.
Yeah.
This will tell you if it's being guided by spirit sometimes, depending on who that, and then maybe you'll get to the point where you can realize what energy it is. But I'm just saying, take the simplest thing that don't discount, like my ears were itchy, my nose was itchy. Don't discount that. That's actually a little bit of signal that you're connecting.
I get a spinal tap.
Spinal tap.
Yeah,
The
I
grip
noticed
or
that there were times when I would do a pendulum reading, and because it's on Mercury retrograde, it wouldn't give a true answer. So make sure yours is probably cleansed. You cleansed it, and get connected with it more.
Yeah, make sure you bless it every time before you start using it. Dragonfly, is the chlorine they treat our water with harmful to our pineal gland?
I'm not getting chlorine.
No,
I'm
it's
getting
other
others.
chemicals. Yeah, it's other chemicals.
It's other chemicals. Actually, if you notice, I think, isn't it that they took the chlorine out of the chlorine?
They took the
it's
chlorine out of chlorine. Okay.
Yeah, if you go buy Clorox, there is no chlorine in it.
There's just an ox.
It's something sodium. I don't know what it is, but there's something.
A lot of people don't realize too is that it's not just what they're in the treatment of the treatment water of the plants. The sanitation authorities, the older ones, and a lot of the bigger ones don't any longer, but a lot of the smaller ones still use potassium permanganate, and that's actually the smell that gas companies put in for natural gas. That smell, that's what potassium permanganate is. That smell is put into natural gas for you to smell, so that you can smell, quote, gas. You're really not smelling gas. You're smelling the.
There is no natural gas smell.
Right, you're smelling the potassium permanganate, but that's actually a chemical that reacts with a lot of different things. It really does, and you can't find studies on the crap. Good luck.
Also in borax, they used to have boric acid, and they took boric acid out of borax.
See, I didn't actually think boric acid was bad for the body.
No, but they took it out because it was effective.
well, that's what I'm getting at. I'm just saying certain things like that, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not the quote chlorine that isn't chlorine, but it's it's kind of a byproduct of chlorine. But there's other chemicals within the thing that whatever they put in there that is not chlorine actually kind of makes it back into chlorine again, if you will.
Yes,
That's-
yes,
okay.
yes. Yeah, got it. I
Of
know when
course,
you
I
mix
know
it.
that, yes, Jen.
Okay. So with all
I
that,
speak yes.
is it
I
harmful
just
or
can't
no?
identify your dinner the night before, like naughty.
I thought that was funny.
I will
though.
use that. I just want you to know I will use that.
All right, what do we got?
I'm assuming that was it was harmful, right?
Stupid information. I got it. I'm loaded with it.
I'll take only things I know for 500, Alex.
The only handful of people in the world actually could care less about. But yeah, let's do it. Is that it?
I don't know yet. I'm on a lag. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Let me see if there has any. The DHP's been quiet.
Oh, and
He
by
has
the way,
been.
just so you
He's
know,
been in a Christmas coma.
a lot of people, there's a lot of people that they're worried about all the nuclear bullshit. And
No.
I don't understand that.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's not to worry about it. But one of the things that people don't realize is like, what's that? They want you to take something so it doesn't mess up your thyroid. I can't think of the name of it. There's a pill that they would pass out to people, here, take this so it doesn't kill your
Yeah, that
thyroid.
was a while back. That
Well, they still have it out there. They still have it. But anyway, like most thyroid medication actually stops the function of your thyroid. It's the same thing. It literally stops the production of your thyroid. Another
iodine?
stupid information. Yeah. I mean, if you take, okay, like tell that your doctor says take 20 milligrams, you take 80 and it's completely shut off. It's done. It'll shut off and
It
it'll
does
come
the work for it, just like insulin.
Right.
It does the work for
It'll
it.
take the place, yeah. But
I'm not
prefer
getting
info.
another question in the chat. Let me
There's
check
one
it out.
on at the bottom.
Is there?
Mhm.
What is with the storms on the
Oh,
north?
I'm in trouble.
Oh,
Yeah, there's one at the bottom.
DHP is coming out swinging that Friday.
I know. I think I'm planning on having the day off on Friday. I'm not sure.
no, that's not going to happen. I will hound you. I will haunt you until you come back on. What is with the storms on the northwest coast, Seattle and Vancouver Island area? You mean there's a storm? It's overcast. It's been raining a lot, but
Yeah.
this is Seattle. Come on.
Yeah,
I don't know about Vancouver.
I still think there's still a natural element to this. I think if it's
There is.
unusual, it's because of what they're doing other places. I don't feel that there's a.
No, I think it's
nefarious
moving. It's so weird because it's like moving from New Jersey. Did you know there was a flood in New Jersey?
Hmm?
There was a.
Did you know that New Jersey is actually a flood? It's a mess. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I saw images of flooding in New Jersey, and then
Well,
like,
was that after New York?
that's what I'm saying. So are they now moving over to Seattle and Vancouver? Is that what they're doing? Because we've had rain here. I mean, my backyard looks like it could be a little lake here.
Yeah, the Canada one doesn't feel nefarious. And yes, Jen, thyroid medications are harmful.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if you had to stop the thyroid production because of a nuclear thing, thyroid medication will do it for a few days and it'll shut it right down.
Yeah, iodine is good for it. Iodine.
I am getting the storms around this northwest area are natural.
Yeah,
Not-
it's just
not
it feels it almost seems to linger a little bit longer, and I think that's because they're messing with something.
I
else.
think it's part of. I'm also getting. I think it's part of Gaia expanding. Also,
I
it's got
was just
something
going
to
to
do
say
with
there has to be something
pattern.
spiritual for me to get something on it. So yeah, I should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Gaia's cleaning up.
Yep.
That now, speaking of that, do you think like Gaia is now taking over her original function again, taking back her function.
Yes, she is.
So
That's with all the earthquakes and volcanoes and everything. She's cleaning up.
Yeah.
she's cleaning up, but taking back what was
Right.
done, what she did before.
Yeah. I mean, there might be a purge or two.
Yeah.
Roy,
Which
my son
resident?
is in the British Army. Is he safe?
Is my son in the British Army safe?
I get a yes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten an 8-ball question yet.
Well, I'm getting a yes on that, but okay, so then here's another question. Are most military not involved in anything going on right now? Because I have my sister's stepson is in Syria, and I don't think there's much action happening right now for the armies. Do you guys getting a yes or a no?
Sorry,
hang on.
not me.
No.
Not me.
I'm getting a yes, there is.
And for Roy, I understand you want to make sure he's safe. It's hard to realize, but it's not your burden. I understand your love and everything for your child. He has his own. If we look at it as a soul contract, he has his own life. Don't let it worry you. Just enjoy every ounce that you have with your son. That's all. I mean, I never want to say to someone, "Oh, he's me." I mean, I would never tell someone he's safe because I don't know how to predict the future. All I'm saying is there's certain burdens that we have to let go of, and I know that's hard because of your children. But this is what he wanted to do, and let him make the most of it. Whether those decisions are positive or negative, it still strengthens the family and the person. That's all. I know that sounds horrible, but I didn't mean for it to come out horrible. It's just it's not your burden.
Yeah, but it's also is he safe at this moment? Yes, but we can't predict what's going to happen later. So
and I agree with that. Like it would kill me if I got a okay. I've been in stores where I've smelled cancer on people. You can't tell them. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, hey, by the way, you're the crazy person coming up to them, but I can smell that. And it took me a while to get over that weird, not my burden. And it's hard.
True. Oh yeah, there's so many times like somebody says stuff and you're like, I can't, and it's like,
Yeah.
be quiet.
Okay, let me just say no more questions
Okay.
since we're at almost an hour and a half already.
Kathy,
Wow.
I wish I knew. Because I go through
Why
it.
are you
spurts all the
unable to
time.
sleep through the night?
I would love to be able to sleep through the night. That would be wonderful.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's part of ascension. I mean, it's the
Mm.
unexpected.
Yeah, I've been ascending for 20 years now.
You should try a ladder. You might get there quicker.
Yeah,
I
I'm getting
can even turn off my brain, and I'm getting pretty good at hitting that 0 point, and I still can't sleep. It's hard.
I got a knock on. I'm okay.
come in. All right, Jen, allow me to throw in a 3D question just for Jay. Lee has trained
I'm
for a
going
new
for it.
full-time job. Will he get it?
Well, we're going to be praying for that. You really want us to answer this question? Oh my goodness.
I wish I could. I got nothing, unfortunately. I'm praying for the best, but my rods are just nope. I wish I could give you an answer on that. I really do.
Jen, do you want this an honest question? An honest answer?
Well, I'm giving her an honest answer. I get a yes.
There is a yes, but there's a hesitant and fear of not wanting it. we're not getting it. Let's say opposite manifestation.
Yeah. This isn't with the current employer, is it?
It's like a block.
Yeah.
It's a different employer.
Okay, so she wants me to lie.
Is it with a different employer?
Lie to me.
No, it's the same, I think, but have him put good thoughts in his head, because it's almost of a fear of, I'm going to prove that I'm not going to get it. That's what
If
I'm
you
getting.
want it.
Is it a different division?
Oh, it's coming from his boss. Yeah, because I'm getting a male figure. I'm getting a male. That could be. So I'm getting a yes.
It was completely separate from what he's doing, but kind of the same. Maybe that's what I'm picking up on.
Okay, moving.
It's 3D, so don't go.
Okay, is it coming from his boss? The resistance. Is the resistance coming from his boss?
You done? Sorry, we were tongue punching the bowl for 5 minutes straight. Certain things bother me. Sorry.
I think he's going to get it. But they're looking for another option. They'd rather have somebody else come in.
I see. I know. I see. Thank you for tongue punching the bowl. Thank you.
Kathy says, Jay, apologies for the 3D question.
It's okay. Not sleeping is 3D, but it's also part of 5D ascension. So that's not any question is fine.
Yeah.
It's just if you want to stay in the 3D or move up, that's the difference.
I never apologize. I don't mind not answering. I just wish I could.
Yeah, but I mean, that's if it's something that's bothering you guys, and if it's one of the questions that maybe you're trying to get up out of the 3D hump. I mean, everything's fair.
Sally's sister would like to know what is causing her daughter, Brooke, headaches. Does she have damage from taking too much Advil most of her life? What could she do about her headaches that is non-drug?
Yeah, I got nothing. Sorry.
So are these new headaches, or she's been taking Advil the whole time for? I mean, that's going to cause more liver problems than.
Yeah, it will.
But is this a new headache? Is this like from did she get vaccinated? Because that's what I'm getting. She did not get the vaccine, or this is not new. No vaccine.
Okay, well, it's not Advil. No drugs of any kind. You know what?
Dennis, can you check? Is it because of stress?
Well, I'm getting the opening of the pineal gland, but let's see. Stress is part of it, but it's also the opening of the pineal gland.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a great thing. Jen wants to know if it's food related.
Food related?
Is it food related? Very, very weak, maybe. Very weak.
I'm getting a no. Strong no.
Yeah, but very weak.
Yeah, Ginger. Actually, I'm sticking to it.
In my tea, I have ginger. Ginger really works on a lot of things.
Who's Ginger?
I never dated a ginger.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Name or other. Something about the baby's question. Terry said, "Don't miss the baby's question." I don't see it.
Okay.
Just about the clouds in the dream. I can't go back that far. At least it's let me go back for a little bit.
Let's see how. I didn't see anything on the dream, but
Yes, that's me,
Okay,
Bob Singer.
okay.
Unfortunately.
it's at. Go ahead and do that one, but I found the baby. Maybe 11:29 your time, King. It's
Okay.
after the no more question.
All right. 11:29.
Yeah. You keep sneaking that
We'll do
last.
this one. Will castor oil packs help my pearl? What is a parotid?
Parotid. It's a
Parotid?
gland. Yeah, it's a gland right under here. It
Okay.
helps saliva. It helps saliva.
Oh, I have no problems with that.
Yeah, you can't be Jewish without those.
Will castor oil packs help my gland?
The baby just reposted it. It's about
Yeah,
that.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah, I'm getting a no.
No, I don't get anything. I don't get anything, Terry.
Will castor oil packs? I'm using the pendulum. See what it says. It's saying no. No, it will not.
I think it's there's I'm hearing you need to massage the lymphatic system. Maybe do a deep lymphatic massage.
Let your fingers do the walking,
Somebody's finger.
not mine,
There it is.
E.T.
and not Nadia's.
E.T.
Yeah, I've tried on hers, and I don't know, but it's a lymphatic thing.
This must be it for the baby.
Yeah.
This one.
I see castor oil on skin tags. I have dozens and dozens of skin tags.
I do too. Does it help?
It says they fell off.
Really?
It looks like I'll be smelling
I'll
like
have to try
castor
that.
oil for a little bit.
Okay, so baby, when I was meditating this morning, I saw clouds, purple, dark, moving in and out, and a spot of light. Is there something to do with that? Is it common? Sounds
Yeah.
like every time I meditate.
Yeah,
I'm always
that's
seeing purple, and sometimes I'll see indigo in with it, and then there's like a spot of light, and you see,
Yeah.
I see green floral with it.
actually it's when you're meditating and your soul kind of goes above while you're meditating, you're actually looking up out of the chakra. When you're coming out, you're looking up. That's what you're seeing.
I'm kind of I mean, I understand like clouds. I mean, I've seen kind of like a mist, not so much clouds. So that's what I'm kind of attributing it to. The colors, the colors to me, if that comes in, that's emotion. When I see a certain color before I get to a certain spot, if you will, it feels like there's emotion attached with that. It actually, if you're seeing like these clouds, that's a good thing. You're getting deeper. You're almost. There's levels. Once you get to a point where that goes away, that's totally different. But this, I'm not getting anything bad on. I think where you're heading is good.
Yeah, it is good.
The purple to me is emotion. Dark can be emotion too, just depending on how you're describing it. But gray purple is the That can be
Oh.
beautiful. It can be troubling, but it can be in a turmoil. But if you can get rid of those feelings, maybe that's just what I feel. The purple's emotion.
I'm a
I
very
don't know how to
emotional guy.
answer it any further unless she can shed light on it.
No, it's actually a good thing. Now, when you're seeing this purple, is it during meditation, right?
Purple's actually a good color. Same with a royal blue.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
you're going up higher in
Yeah.
your chakras. I think that's nice.
Okay, but she said I'm just new to meditation. Okay, well, if that's the case, I mean, we've kind of all experienced this. I think you're in a good spot.
Hmm.
Just keep going. I mean, it's good you're noticing things, because I do that. Like if I see like a light, I'm looking at everything away from the light. I'm trying to. Why am I being? Why is this drawing my attention? I'm looking the other places. You know, you're want me to focus on a light. No, I'm looking on the sides. I don't know. It's just what I do. I see the light, but I'm focused on what's going on around me.
Yeah. And this is one of the things in the beginning when you're meditating, when you see a light, you're so focused on it that you wish you want to see it again.
Mhm.
Don't expect it. I mean, it will happen
Yeah.
when you least expect it. But when you want to see it, that's when you're going to have problems. You're not focused on meditating. You're focused on looking at it.
Yeah.
So the best thing is just meditate. You're doing your best. And that's as far as it goes.
Because a lot of times you get somewhere and you're like, oh, I really did this. Boom, you're gone. It's
Like I was
oh,
in a meditation. I was in a meditation when I first started. I was in a meditation and I would always see neon green and neon purple, neon violet. And I'm like, this is a tunnel. This is awesome. And they would say, but you're not supposed to see anything. It's supposed to be black. Why?
why
am
would it be black? Yeah.
Because you're the mountain. Would you see the mountain? So you're not supposed to see any colors. And I'm going, no, this is what I see, and this is what I'm okay with.
How am I a mountain? I'm sorry, I'm lost.
They were like, you can't see something because you are it. So they would say, for example, if you're the mountain, could you see the mountain? I go, yeah. And they're like,
I go more towards the non-logical mind.
yeah, I know, but this is what they were explaining to me. Well, obviously, I'm not doing that anymore, but that meditation. But the thing is, I enjoy seeing the colors. I enjoy knowing that I'm outside of myself, experiencing that, and so that's why it's not really a hard answer, a definite answer for any of us to give you, because that's your journey and that's what you see.
Everyone's different, but the colors are good. Like I said, those colors are good.
Yeah.
The kind of cloudy, foggy type thing, that's also good. I've experienced that.
Yeah, but don't expect. Don't look for it.
Don't read too much into it. You're doing fine. You're doing good.
Do we want to have next Wednesday's roundtable for home remedies, natural remedies?
Oh my God! You know how much studying that? You know, man.
You don't.
I
have
got
to
some
do it.
weird ones, but yeah, that's fast.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't
It's
know if
big.
I have that much time next week for that. Honestly.
Unless Terry wants to join us and you tell us all your remedies, because she's really good at that stuff.
We can do that. We can put 5 people in.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty cool. I'm not into the herbs and silver, collated silver, or I'd love to learn that stuff, but
Colloidal? Was it
well,
colloidal?
I mean, isn't it colloidal silver?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that does wonders. Yeah, Dr. Barbara O'Neill, she's really good. Dr. Barbara O'Neill. I'm looking at the calendar right now. So we are on the 27th. We're coming back on the 29th. And where's my January? Jen will be back on the 3rd, right, Jen? She'll be back on the 3rd. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, heck, for that matter, instead of having questions maybe in the chat, we could just post some of the answers. Like Jules just said, we all can contribute.
Yeah.
They're posting that. Like,
Yeah, we can post
we
the
can
answers
bring it up
and
on
have
there and talk
everybody
about
come
it.
with
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah. Just
Or we can ask the question and have the live chat answer it for us.
Yeah.
That would
No,
be
I
cool.
no, I think we ought to come
And I-
up with the answer, and then they come up with the question.
Was it Katrina that said she taught her husband how to make fire?
Fire.
You remember? Was that her? Because I wanted to do that Tom Hanks thing, like I made fire, me and Wilson, and I didn't. But I wanted
Well,
to. I really
That
wanted
was my milestone. I love fire pits, and I could never start a fire. But now I am. I'm really good at it right now, but it took me a while. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we'll talk and figure it out. But I think another thing is what we have here with our collective family. We are so
She's-
bonded and close that we're rising and all enjoying each other's frequency, and I think that's a plus. I mean, that we can help each other, bring each other up.
And Libby just posted her man, a Jamaican farmer and herbsman, a giant bag of various bush tears and herbs. Yeah, I'm sure he's a plethora of knowledge for sure.
Wow, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
See, I'd rather talk to him than someone on the internet. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't mean to sound disrespectful on that, but that's like gardening. You learn more gardening from someone in the area who's been doing it for a long time than someone on the internet, because it's closer to you, you know, and it's in that area. Like I'd love to be able to grow certain things, I know, but like someone like that if he really is an herbsman and stuff like that, man, that's mind blowing, you know. That's just, you know.
And
Yeah,
Jen,
I
I
mean-
have no problems with the 5th being my hosting.
All right, and we'll figure out what day you want to give this away, and we'll go from
Friday.
this Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys work it out. I'm just going. Okay, and mail it. Good.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad. I mean, we could do something with herbs, but I'm not professional at it. I can make sage tea. Wow, yay!
Yeah.
But
I don't
other
know who
than-
Herb is. So.
Yeah, I'm not. I used to work with Herb. He didn't like it when we called him Herb. So
I
about
do
as
that
far as
all the time.
Yeah, that's about as far as I go. And,
Yeah,
and he did dye his hair from straight white to jet black
Oh my god!
over the weekend, and it was
okay.
like that was one of the best. I can't say what I want to say moments.
No, I mean, flashback, going back to the past. I had an 8-track tape on Peaches and Herbs, or Herb.
Herb, yeah.
Yeah. So I had an 8-track tape of that one. So that's kind of cool. But I could never get is it herb or herb correctly?
Some people say herb, some people say herb. So who cares?
Mm-hmm. Well, it was fun, guys. I think we had
All
a
right.
great.
Thank you.
I won't be on until Friday, and then I'll have my own show on Saturday. But
Okay.
tomorrow's gonna break day. So next week, Jen will have. I don't know if she's going to do the coffee day. Probably not. But she'll be hosting the roundtable on Wednesday next week, and I'll be hosting on Friday next week. And this week.
Yeah, I'm going to try and figure out this thing. I paid for
You
it.
do that, and
I
we will.
I got to have time to do it.
You have a
That's
week. Figure
You
it
know,
out.
it's really funny if you can hear Mr. Schneider just came like he knows we're done.
He's ready. Yeah,
Yep.
He just came in here, sales wagon.
he's
Like,
ready.
okay, I know you guys are ending it.
Go for a walk. Treat. Scooby snacks.
Schneider, grab the chicken. I know she hid it from you.
Go get the chicken.
Grab the chicken.
Go get the chicken. He's looking for it.
Okay.
Where's the chicken? Go get the chicken. Here it comes.
Okay. All right, guys. There it is.
There you
Perfect.
go.
Beautiful. Thank you, Schneider. Don't just speak, Schneider.
Go get it. Get it. Make noise.
All right.
All right. Love and light, guys.
Love and light to you all. We will see you on Friday morning, same time, same bat time, same bat channel. Bye. Love you all.